Because everybody, like, apparently, the Decepticons have, like, this leader. And he knows where the fucking thing that they're looking for is. But no, he needs the one to find the key. And it's so fucking ridiculous. It's like, huh. It's like, at one point, I was asking myself, like, okay, why do they really need Shia LaBeouf? And at one point, they capture him, and this little thing crawls into his, like, brain, like, Matrix shit. Like, they're blatantly copying the Matrix shit. And it starts projecting, like, the symbols he sees in his head and whatever. And they're like, oh, we need his brain. Why? Why? You're literally projecting what the fuck you need. Why can't you just, like, okay, write this shit down. Somebody write this shit down right now. No, you need to fucking chop his head off. And you can't even do that. It's like, why? And then, you know what? One of the things that really pissed me off? They kill Optimus Prime. You know why that pissed me off? Because they kill him in the middle of the fucking movie. It's like, I saw people openly, like, gasp when they killed Optimus Prime. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? We're like at 70 minutes. There's like an hour and 40 fucking minutes left in this movie. You really think they're not going to bring him back? Do you honestly believe that? Especially, here's the thing that really killed the Optimus Prime dying shit. It's like, I would say not even 20 minutes after they fucking kill Optimus Prime, they fucking say like, oh, I can only be defeated by a Prime. And you know they're not gonna fucking win. So, obviously, unless Optimus has like some illegitimate bastard child in the third nebula of whatever the fuck, they're gonna bring him back. You know? And it's not even a creative way of bringing him back. It's like, the Matrix. That's it. That's the fucking key right there. It's like, honestly, this movie wasn't called Transformers, I could accept it. I really could. It's like, this movie was called, like, Rock'em Sock'em Fuck'em Robots. That was a shitty movie, but, I can't really complain about it, because I have no connection to it. This is fucking Transformers, alright? And here's something else that really, like, there's a ton of shit that really, like, most of these characters are just useless. They're just comedic relief or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Because they weren't even funny. But, like, I really laugh at the people who say, oh, this movie's for kids. It's like, are you fucking serious? It's like the first time you see Megan Fox, she's like doggy style on a fucking motorcycle, going, like, bending her vertebrae where it's not even supposed to. Alright? And then, there's a scene where Shia LaBeouf's parents eat hash brownies or whatever, and her mom just apparently gets high out of her fucking mind. There's a scene where, you see one of the Decepticons, you see his balls, apparently, what are equivalent to Decepticon balls. There's a fucking scene where, they teleport for some reason, and Megan Fox ends up on top of some guy's crotch for no unexplained reason. There's a scene where I already talked about the dog humping shit. There's another scene, John Turturro takes his fucking pants off and he's got a man thong. There's, what was it? What the fuck was that? There's a bunch of shit that just doesn't make any sense, And one of the things that really stood out to me is like, and this is like some of the most, it doesn't even really matter, but it just pisses me off. It's like, for some reason, I don't know why, but it just annoys me. It's like, they don't even follow the fucking rules of Transformers. And that's like, Transformers, they're robots that transform into cars and shit. But no, now there's Transformers that transform into humans. Yeah, I'm not even fucking kidding. There's like a Predator fucking Transformer thing that can transform into like some hot blonde chick. I bet this all makes fucking perfect sense in Michael Bay's fantasy world. And then there's like the biggest motherfucking Transformer in the world. And apparently he's Voltron or something. Because he's not one Transformer. He's like 5 Transformers. It's like, it doesn't even make any fucking sense. It's like 5 separate cars, all of a sudden just merge randomly to create this huge motherfucking transformer. It's like aside from the thing that I said about Optimus Prime dying that made no fucking sense because he died like in the middle of the movie, so it basically has no effect on the movie whatsoever. They try to, like, in the last like hour of the fucking movie, they apparently they kill like 5. Like I would say like John Turturro's character looks like he's gonna die like 5 times. One of the racist twin Autobots dies, but not really. Optimus Prime dies. Matrix, he comes back like nothing ever happened. It's like it's a bunch of shit that, like, again, this is my point. If this wasn't called Transformers, I wouldn't care this much. But because it's called Transformers, it fucking just rips into my fucking soul. It does. It's like, why? It's like Hollywood has gone beyond the point where they can just take shit and rip it off and make a decent movie. They can't even take like a simple idea and rip it off correctly. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Michael Bay. This is the formula to your movies. Big ass shit. Guns, explosions. How fucking hard is that? You don't need, seriously, if you had made this movie like an hour shorter and just like Optimus Prime just beating the shit out of Megatron for an hour and a half, I would have watched that. And I would have probably enjoyed it more than Transformers 2. And then, like, all these characters are so fucking random. Like, Shia LaBeouf has a roommate. And his fucking roommate is like the most annoying motherfucker in the world. I swear to God. All he does, the entire movie, he doesn't really even have lines. All he does, this is what he does. I'm gonna sum up his entire character in like 5 seconds. We're gonna fucking die! And then he shots himself in the balls. That's it. That's his fucking character. That's all he does. He fucking screams in the backseat of the Camaro for an hour and a half, and then he shocks himself in the balls. That's all he does. Why the fuck does he need to be in this movie? Like, it's not like he's even a character from, like, Transformers. Like, someone you would recognize. Bullshit. He's just somebody they added as, like, bullshit filler. You know? And then, it's like, Shia LaBeouf. It's like, what the fuck does he do? Nothing! Nothing. Literally, the movie centers around him. Optimus Prime. I'd say, like, all the Autobots combined get, like, 45 minutes of screen time. Do you know how much fucking screen time Shia LaBeouf gets? Like, 2 fucking hours. Do you know what he does the whole time? Walk. That's all he fucking does. Just walk. Like, that's amazing. Like, that's something. This is what he does. This is his character. Sits, stands up, walks some more. Goes insane for like 2 seconds, then walks. Then he fucking goes to Egypt. Then he has like some kind of weird fucking conversation with Megan Fox. Then that's over. And that's it. Then he dies, but not really. Because Michael Bay doesn't have the balls to kill anybody in this fucking movie. It's like, not even, it's like, and here's another thing. Here's something that makes absolutely no sense. In the beginning, they show you that, like, Megatron is being, like, guarded by, like, they threw him in the bottom of the ocean for some random ass reason. I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't take Megatron, like, shove him in a fucking volcano or something. But no, apparently the United States government decides it's much safer to keep this, amazingly giant fucking robot that we know wants to kill us, but let's just keep him at the bottom of the ocean. I'm sure he will never get out of his watery grave. But they shove him to the bottom of the ocean. They surround him with, like, aircraft carriers, destroyers, helicopters, bombers, whatever. There's like half the fucking U.S. Army is just guarding this one fucking robot, right? And then they take a piece of, like, the Allspark and they put it in, like, one of the most secure naval bases in the fucking world, right? It's guarded by, like, turrets and guard dogs and fucking Chuck Norris and shit. This place is, like, impossible, right? You know, you got, basically, it's like the equivalent of having Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, and like fucking